Hello, Martin here at WWScenics. So this is number 3S of the 5 S's. Yeah, so we've had skeleton, we've done structure, now we are on strength, and as you can see, I'm back in the studio. So let's get straight into it, shall we? Right, okay, so I got here, yeah, there's our modelling metal on, yeah. You know what I mean, like I did on the other one. It's come off there, right? Okay, but don't worry about it. I'm going to show you now how we can just literally, it's stuck on most of it, right? But don't worry about that. You know what I mean, we put it on there, glue it on there, so it's easier to use the next stage. Yeah. Okay. So skeleton. So obviously that was skeleton. Okay. Yeah. You know what I mean. So let me sort the cam. Yeah, that was skeleton. Right. Okay. Now we've got. Structure. Yeah, that was structure. Now we got strength. Yeah, and we all know, right, that modeling plaster, or as is known in the trade as Modroc, yeah, we've got it. That's we all know how to use that. If not, I'm going to show you now. Yeah, okay, so you need tools for the job, pair of scissors, okay, like I've got here. Just quickly change the camera angle for you. Okay, so look, there I am in the corner. Yeah, so we got a pair of scissors. Okay, so again, this is going to be available. We're going to have an embankment toolkit done for you, right? Okay, which comes with a bowl, comes with the pair of scissors, a mixing spoon, yeah, to mix it up for the next stage, which I'll show you on that, and the glue gun, which was the stage before as well, right? So we've got a toolkit for everything ready for you to go, and it'll be sold separately. Okay, so strength, like I said, Modroc. So what we're going to do is move that to the side, move this over to here. So we need to, and then we got our measuring template here, right? Okay, so literally just move it along the template, and then get the scissors and cut it. Let's cut it over a little bit. Okay, so there's the scissors done. Okay, for the first one. Now we give you plenty. We give you a full roll. So I'll move that out of the way for now. We give you a full roll. So what I do is I'll dress it up. Okay, so we want it over the top of that. We want it down and on the sides of it equally. Perfect. Right. Okay. So bowl of water, Modroc or modeling plaster. Soak it into the water. Jobs are good. Okay, I get a little bit wet there. Yeah, perfect. Now try and keep the blanket, the bandage straight, okay, and then straight onto your model, onto the embankment, right? Okay, we've got a bit of time. We've got about 2-3 minutes, so don't panic too much yet. Try and get it over the edges, stretch it over the edges. Okay, lovely. I'll show in a different angle now on what we can do. We just pull it along. Flip it underneath there. Okay, so it's nice and get rid of that. Any bumps or any air bubbles and stuff like that, just get rid of them. Just rub your finger over the top, that will get rid of the air bubbles. Make it as neat as you can, right? Okay, but this is the first one. Okay, we will put a second one on in a minute, right? So there we go. So that's on. So there, look. Yeah, okay. Nice and smooth. Okay, so you can push them out to get rid of the ribs. But again, like I told you, we're going to do something else on here in the next stage, in the next S. Yeah, to get rid, to dress that up a bit better. Right? Okay. So what we're doing now is just waiting for that to dry. Okay. So just keep smoothing it. I smooth it off as best I can, especially on this one. That's where your track's going to lay. Okay, and then you get rid of them little holes on there as well. I mean, but you don't need to, right? Okay, I just like to make sure that it's on. Okay, so we're going to let that dry a little bit now. So I'll quickly recap about everything we did. I got hands get sort of minging as well, like, you know what I mean? So different angle, yeah, you know what I mean, just so you guys can see it. Yeah, there's the tools that we got. So we've gone from, like I said, we've gone from the skeleton, yeah, which is the skeleton here. Yeah, you know what I mean. Just by using a hot glue gun, yeah, or no, sorry, using our basing glue, yeah, just glue it up, right? Okay, as simple as that, and then leave it to dry, and that's your skeleton. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I said, you can see then as well that we've got the wiring holes ready to go. Okay, you know what I mean. And once you got to that stage, then you get to the next stage, which was the one before this, which was the modeling metal. Yeah, the hot glue gun that onto the modeling metal. Yeah, like we did. Okay, and make sure that it's all secure. I'm trying to get the best angles for that. Yeah, there we are. Okay, that's a good angle. Yeah, you know what I mean. So for modeling metal inside there, you can see my little grubby fingers that's been in there. Right, okay, and then the third stage then, yeah, which was the Modroc, right, okay, which is this one here, which is starting to go slightly. Yeah, okay, it's quite, it does take a bit of time to go off completely, right, but it's starting to stiffen. So while we're on that stage, what we're going to do, I'm going to put that to the side again. Get your template. Get rid of some of that water. So to the other side. Yeah, get your template again. Roll out another one. Yeah, I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger because I'm going to go make sure the edges are covered. So I'm going to just go over a little bit of the template. That's it. Get your scissors, cut it out. Okay, move your template over to there, out of the way. Bring this over. Yeah, there we are. That's starting to stiffen up already. Right, okay. Get your bowl of water. Okay. Straight in. Get the edges done. There she goes. Straight on the top. Flip it on the top. Yeah. You've got a bit of time, like I said. This one will be a little bit awkward because it's going on top of the plaster already. Yeah, you know what I mean? So around the edges. Yeah, see it? Right. Nice and tight, nice and clean. Yeah, because when you butt up then you haven't got anything sticking and proud out of it. Again, don't worry about this edge because later stages, yeah, we've got another 2 stages, another 2 S's, don't forget. Yeah. And the top coat, this one will start to go off a little quicker because obviously it's going against something that's already there. So I'm just poking out these a little bit as well, just to make sure that they're not dipping in too much. Okay, because we still want a little bit of let's get rid of that. Lovely, look at that. Nice and neat. Yeah, okay, lovely and neat. Okay, now when this dries, this is where you can start getting in. Yeah, when you've got your holes, yeah, like I showed you there, this is where you can start drilling in your wiring holes. Yeah, you know what I mean. Once it's dry, get your pin drill or whatever drill you do, drill in your holes for your wiring, whatever which section you want. Yeah, and then go from there. The other thing that you can do, right, and I mean, because you've got extra Modroc, right, is you put that by the side. Yeah, now, right, okay. Especially if you're now doing it onto your layout, right? I mean, you can do these two together, and you know what I mean. So say that's dressed in Modroc, okay. So what you can do then is cut another section out. I mean, only that much, really, yeah, and then join it. Yeah, so over the top and join it. Again, don't worry about things that are seams, yeah, because we'll get rid of them, right? Okay, so you can join it like with it like that. Yeah, you don't need to join it, screw it in or something like that. Bit of Modroc, yeah, maybe a couple of them over the top, and that will join the 2 of them together. Yeah, okay, you know what I mean. So and they secure, and then this was already dressed. Now this is looking like this, right? So we're at the white stage, is what I call it, right? So you can just put it over there. Okay, yeah, that's all you need. Yeah, a couple of them, right? You know what I mean, over the top like that. Yeah, okay, you know what I mean, which then will we'll secure them together nicely, right? Okay, and then just be careful then when you're putting it down, hold it together like that, like I said, and then put it down onto your layout. Right? I mean, however, there it is. That's your next stage. Again, minutes. Doesn't take long. This is the messier stage, right? You know what I mean. So I got to mop up after this one, right? But it doesn't take long, right? You know what I mean. Again, you can use this. You can do this outside, yeah, in the garden. Yeah, have a glass of wine or a beer or a coffee or whatever your favorite tipple is. Yeah, you know what I mean. Just get it done. You know what I mean. Leave it dry in the sun then as well. You know what I mean. And then you're ready for the next stage or the next S. Yeah. Okay. So basically that's it. To recap, we've gone from the first S, which was skeleton, moved on to the second S then, which was structure, which was given the structure into there. Yeah, you know what I mean. So we haven't got to infill that, and nice and light. Yeah, okay. It's not a heavy thing that's going to go on your layout. Yeah. Now we're on strength. That's it. Strength is being done. Yeah. Look, you know what I mean, and it's starting to go off as well. You know what I mean. So yeah, and that'll be solid. That'll be really good to work on. Yeah, so the next S after that, yeah, is coming, yeah, which will be soon. It'll be, you know what I mean, well, these videos will be bang, bang, bang straight after each other, so you can watch them, and then hopefully I'll bolt one all together as well. Yeah, okay, and that's it really. That's as simple as that. Yeah, you know what I mean, all you've got to make sure that you get your tools, which is your scissors. Yeah, okay, the bowl that we've got, yeah, the template that we've got for you. Yeah, you know what I mean. Right, okay, and you know what I mean, and some water obviously for the Modroc, and the Modroc, yeah, or plaster bandage, or modern plaster, yeah, you know what I mean. That's it. That's all you need for this tool, for this one. And yeah, that's it. Let it dry, and we move on to the next stage. So until then, thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.